On June 12, 2025, at 1:38 p.m., Air India Flight 71 took off from runway 23 at Ahmedabad International Airport. The plane had barely reached an altitude of 625 feet when the air traffic control received a Mayday distress call. Seconds later, the aircraft vanished from radar. And then, a massive explosion shook the city. Thick, black clouds of smoke began rising into the sky. The Air India Boeing 787 Dreamliner, which was en route to London with 242 passengers, had crashed directly into the hostel of a medical college, where students were casually having lunch, unaware of the horror about to unfold. Reports state that 294 people lost their lives in the crash, including students on the ground. One thing that made the devastation even worse was the aircraft's fully loaded fuel tank. Since the flight was headed to London, over 80,000 liters of jet fuel had been filled. When the plane struck the hostel, this massive amount of fuel turned the entire building into a fireball. Even the fire brigade struggled to control the flames. The intensity of the fire was so high that molten metal debris rained down everywhere. This aircraft, the Boeing 787 Dreamliner, is considered to be one of the safest airliners in the world. On board were 230 passengers and 12 crew members. Among them, 169 were Indian nationals. 53 were British citizens. 7 from Portugal, 1 from Canada, including 11 children and 2 infants. At the helm were Captain Sumit Sabharwal and First Officer Clive Kunder, both experienced pilots. And yet, surprisingly, one life survived this horrific tragedy. A man named Ramesh Vishwas Kumar, who was seated in seat 11A near the emergency exit, told the media, "There was a loud bang. Within seconds, there were bodies everywhere. I ran out in panic. Someone put me in an ambulance." His brother Ajay, who was traveling with him, is still missing. The aircraft itself was 11 years old, and the 787 Dreamliner model has a generally strong reputation in aviation. Weather reports confirmed that the sky was completely clear at the time, no storms, no rain, no low visibility. So, the biggest question remains, why did the plane crash? Was it an engine failure? Did the fuel tank explode, or was it some technical malfunction? Some reports suggest that after takeoff, the aircraft failed to gain altitude quickly. Experts believe the engines might not have delivered full thrust, preventing the aircraft from gaining the necessary lift. While the Boeing 787 is known for safety, some technical issues have been reported in the past, such as battery faults and software bugs. It's still unclear whether this crash is connected to any of those previous issues. Right now, the most important piece of the puzzle is the black box. Only the cockpit voice recorder and flight data can reveal, what was the status of the engines? What was the position of the flaps? What exactly did the pilots say before the crash?